Thank you.
Welcome.
How was your weekend, Duda?
Teacher, good morning.
Um,
Good morning,
Not
Dave.
special.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hi, David. Good morning.
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
How are you today?
I can't complain.
Okay, very good, David. Excellent. Hi, Leo. Good morning.
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good to see you, Leo. How was your weekend?
Was good. Just stayed home.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Nothing special.
All right. Okay. So, guys, today we start the review. Actually, we do the review for our test on Thursday, right? So we are going to review units 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I posted some extra material for you on Google Classroom. Okay. So here we have some worksheets about the topics that we covered in those 3 units. All right. The things we talked about, possessives, and everything. So we're going to start by using the review from the book because a lot of questions in our test are from those exercises, right? The content is all there. Okay, people, so let's take a look. Did you do your homework, by the way? Let me show you the homework so you know what you were supposed to do. Yes, this is the topic from last week. We finished Unit 3, and I asked you to do online practice 3.5 and also um, the worksheets that we posted here. So, did you have a chance to do that homework? Yes. Okay, good. So, remember, whenever possible, to update your online practice from units 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's very important. Do you have any questions concerning the worksheets?
Teacher,
Yes, do them.
eu queria perguntar sobre minhas posições. Eu fiz todas e te mandei. Já tá tudo certo?
Yes, everything is okay, Duda. Let me show you. Can you see that? This is our
Yes.
attendance, and everything here is replaced. Okay? I don't
Aham.
know about the last class. Did you also replace the last one, April 22nd?
Eu vi o vídeo.
Yes? Okay.
Aham.
All right, so I'll replace that. And did you send me the copy of the book?
Peraí.
Yeah, you can check that later, no problem. I can see that after class.
Tá ok.
Let me
Ok.
show you the topic too. The April 22nd was the review. Okay,
Aham.
we started reviewing, so there is not a page, a special page in the book for you to take a picture of. But if you saw the video, fine. Do you have any questions, Duda?
Não,
Is
não.
everything okay? All
Aham.
right. Okay.
Só tô meio nervosa, né?
I know. Come on. No, don't worry. Don't
Até
worry.
hoje eu não esqueço desse dia 5,
Ah,
quando eu entrei.
remember? Wow.
Yes.
Remember that? It was so stressful because
Yes.
everybody was nervous. It was the first test, so everybody
Yes.
was really stressed.
Ai, mas eu sinto falta, teacher.
Yeah, me
Eu,
too, me
nossa.
too, me too, Dudinha. I have the same
Também
feeling.
aula presencial é muito melhor.
Yes,
Porque
of
entende mais,
course.
interage.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's much better to be presential. Much better.
Yes.
So let's go over to our review. Okay, guys. I would like you to focus on your books. If you have your books, please open your books to page 147, where we have the review from Unit 1. Later, remind me to give you the points for Class Dojo, okay, guys? That I didn't open now in the beginning because I really want to do um, all the review with you
Hello,
today.
good morning. Hello,
Good
guys.
morning, Bia. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How nice. So, Bia,
Teacher,
yes,
I'm sorry. Deixa eu te perguntar. Vai ser mais um review hoje, né?
yes, that's right.
Ok, thank you.
Okay,
Ok.
so that's where we are. Can you see the page? Yes,
Yes,
this is
yes, I
page
see.
147. So we will take a look at the
Uhum,
topics from units 1, 2, and 3. Okay,
uhum.
beginning with unit 1. So the first activity here is vocabulary. As you can see, guys, all the review exercises from the book, they have a separation. They have first the vocabulary part and then the grammar, okay? So it will be very similar in your test, okay? You have two different parts. Some maybe they will start with the grammar and then after you have the vocabulary, okay? There is also a listening and there is one piece of writing, okay? But it's very simple. So the first one, choose the correct answer. Rob's a good roommate. He's quiet and what is the best
Calm.
answer? Calm.
Calm.
I know we've already done this, but we need to review that because this content will be in our test. Okay? That's why I'm doing again. Number two, I'm rather today, I have a lot of work to do.
Busy.
Busy.
Bus,
Busy, ok.
Pronunciation, busy.
Busy.
See.
Yes, busy. Uh-huh. Good. You're very outgoing and
Fun.
Fine.
fun to be around. Remember this expression when we
Yes.
are describing people. Uh-huh. My teacher is not very, she's really funny.
Serious.
Serious.
Yes, great. My teacher is not very serious. Okay. I'm relaxed around my friends, but I'm kind of around new
Shy.
people. Okay. It's a little, let's talk inside.
Noisy.
Noisy. hmm It's a little
Teacher,
noisy out here. Yes, Bia.
noisy. Eu não sei o que significa direito. O que
Uh-huh.
é?
What's the meaning of noisy? Please ask in English. What's the meaning of noisy?
What's the meaning of noisy?
Good. Thank you. Noisy is when you have a lot of sound interference, sometimes
Oh,
loud music or people speaking in a loud voice. And
teacher.
you can't have a conversation when it's noisy because there are a lot of people speaking. Yes.
Mas não tem outro significado para isso?
No, noisy, no.
Não, para palavra no caso. Tipo, quando você vai descrever uma pessoa assim, não é outra coisa totalmente diferente? Ou é uma palavra parecida? que eu
No,
tô
it's the
confundindo.
same. You can say that the person is talkative if the person talks a lot, but noisy is usually something negative. When I say
Ok.
that somebody is noisy, I'm saying that this person is annoying. This person makes unnecessary noise. Okay, for
Uhum.
example, when you wake up in the morning, are you quiet or noisy? Do you open your door and do you slam your door? Do you step on the floor with excessive strength? Do you make a lot of noise when you wake up in the morning? Do you wake other people with your noise? So,
Uhum.
noisy is a negative characteristic. Okay, it's
Uhum.
different when I say, oh, my friend is talkative. Talkative is a person who likes to talk, but not necessarily noisy. Okay,
Ok.
all right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So here they're talking about a place. A place can be noisy if it's impossible to hear what other people are saying, so the place is noisy. Okay, you need to go out and try to talk in a quiet area. Suppose you go to a party and somebody calls you. You try to answer. So you pick up your phone and you say hello, but the other person can't hear you because it's noisy around you. There is loud music, a lot of people talking, and then you need to go out to a quiet area so you can talk on the phone. Okay? All right, so here, that's the situation. It's a little noisy here. Let's talk inside. So, probably they are in a place where there is an event happening, so they are going to another room that is more silent. Okay, so I could say that noisy is the opposite of silent, okay, or quiet. Now let's do number two. Unscramble the words to write sentences. Use contractions and add punctuation. Okay, so look at this. The first one, you have the words, they are totally disorganized. We need to put them in the right sequence. So, how can we do the first one? Do you remember?
I'm fine.
Mhm. So, let's start with the subject, right? I, and then the verb.
I am a quiet, kind of.
Let's organize better. Let's remember. Um, quiet is a quality, it's an adjective, right? And kind of is a kind of intensifier, or it can diminish the power of the adjective. So I use intensifiers before the adjective because they are um, a kind of tool that I use to either intensify a quality or lower, diminish the quality. I try to grade the qualities using these expressions. So, kind of is something that is not so strong, right? But it says that you are a little quiet. Let's put it this way, you are kind of quiet. Okay, so we use expressions like these to grade the level of that quality we are giving. So I'm quiet. How? How quiet? Very quiet, kind of quiet, or a little quiet? What's the level of quiet that you are? Okay. The same thing with the other adjectives. For example, if I say that, um, let's say, Tiago Leifert, okay, the TV host. Tiago Leifert, if I say that he is intelligent, I can grade this quality. I can say, oh, he's very intelligent, he's a little intelligent, or he's kind of intelligent. Okay, all right. So I can say the level, the 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 degree of a quality. So here, kind of is a degree for the adjective quiet. Okay, so I am kind of quiet. And then full stop. Okay, I am kind of quiet. Okay, now let's do the second one. What do you think?
It's pretty cold today.
Oh, very nice. It's possible to do this way. Okay, we are talking about the weather. So the weather in English, my subject is always it. Okay, when I
Teacher,
talk about the weather. Yes, go.
sorry.
Okay.
I have a question. Cold e coat. Casaco e, e frio. Como é que se
Uh-huh.
pronuncia? O final
How
é
do,
só no...
how do we pronounce? Okay, cold, cold. It's the weather, and coat, coat. It's what you wear. Okay,
Ok,
all right.
thank you.
It's different. You're
Ok.
welcome. So here it is pretty cold today. Okay, then I'm going to put the full stop here. Let me try to. Okay, now it's better. Okay, all right. The next one. What do you think?
My best friend is a little shy.
Very good. Is a little shy. So you see, these expressions we use to give a degree, okay, to my adjective. That's why we call them adverbs of degree. Okay, guys, that's the name we call them. They help us give a level of a quality. What's the level? Is it very? Is it a little? Is it kind of? Okay, so here, my best friend is a little shy. Okay, so let me click here. You can see the complete answer in the yellow bar. Okay, my best friend is a little shy. Now here, number 4. How can we make this sentence?
She is a bit teacher, não sei pronunciar aquilo.
Early,
Early.
early, early. Yes, she's a bit early. Mhm. Early is the opposite of late. Okay,
Oh, okay.
when you are late, you arrive after something begins. When you are early, you arrive before something begins. Okay,
Okay.
so she is a bit early.
Teacher, sorry.
Yes.
Então a característica sempre vem primeiro?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
A característica vem primeiro?
The characteristic, you mean the quality?
É, a qualidade, isso. Ela vem primeiro?
No, the quality is after the adverb. The adverb of degree comes first. Like as you can see here,
Ah,
look,
ok.
kind of, quiet, pretty, cold, a little,
Ah, ok.
shy, okay, a bit, early.
Ok.
So first we use the adverb of degree, and then after we use the quality, okay? So she's a bit early. Now number 5.
He is sort teacher.
Yes.
Sort of boring.
Very good. He is sort of boring. The pronunciation here, guys, is very important too. This one, for example, we say like this, sort of, sort
Sort of.
of. Yes, this F here, we pronounce with a sound of V. The sound is a
Sort of.
V, okay? So, sort of,
Sort of.
sort of boring.
Sort of boring.
Yes, this idea, what do I mean when I say that he is sort of boring? I'm saying that he's a little boring, okay? I like him, he is my friend, but he's sort of boring, okay? Sometimes. So that's the idea of sort of, okay? And whenever we use these adverbs, we are being less direct when we make the comments about something or someone. Instead of being rude and saying, he's boring. No, that's not polite. So you can be less direct. So it's better to say, oh, he's sort of boring, or he's a bit boring sometimes. Okay, so you minimize the the comment. Okay, you minimize your opinion so that you don't sound so rude. Okay, guys. Let's see here, number 6. How can we organize this one?
They are
Hmm?
busy fairly.
There is something wrong there. Try to organize again.
They are fairly busy.
Yes, very good. Okay.
Okay.
Remember the intensifier or the adverb comes before the adjective. Okay.
Oh yes.
They are fairly busy. Okay. So when I say they are fairly busy, I'm saying that they are pretty busy. Okay. They're pretty busy. They're somehow busy. I'm trying to be, uh, I'm trying not to exaggerate to say that they're very busy, but they're not really very busy. They're fairly busy, considerably busy. Okay. They're fairly busy. It's nice to take a look at the unit so you know this topic better. You can review the exercises that we did there. Do you remember the meaning of each one of them? Kind of, pretty, a little, a bit, sort of, and fairly. This will be in your test. Do you want to
Teacher,
check it out? Yes.
o teste, ele vai ser como foi ano passado? Que tipo, era tipo que um questionário, aí a gente teria que...
Yes, of course. Yeah. It's
Oh, ok.
online. It's online. It's done on Google Forms. So you just have to mark the correct answers. Sometimes you need to write a few things, but it's always something very short. So no
Aquele
big deal.
teste também de ouvir, a senhora colocar pra gente ouvir e a gente marcar a
Yes,
resposta certa. Ah,
yes,
ok.
there will be listening too. So that is called listening. Okay, so there
Ok.
will be grammar, vocabulary, listening, reading. You have to read a text and answer some questions, and writing. Okay,
Ok. Ok, thank you.
you're welcome.
Teacher,
Yes, Bia.
and the test will be last class,
Sorry.
yeah? And the
Next,
test
the test will
next
be
class.
next class.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
next
good.
class on Thursday. Okay.
Eu confundi, eu coloquei last em vez de
Yeah,
next.
no problem. That's okay, Bia. All right. So if you want to review that, the intensifiers or the adverbs, as you noticed here, guys, it's very important to see the sequence. First, we put the adverb and then we put the adjective. Okay, so let me highlight here so you can visualize better. So kind of, oh, sorry guys. Always forget to. So let me put here. A bit, sort of, and fairly. Okay. These are the adverbs of degree that we mentioned in the first unit. So very important to notice that they always come before the adjective, all right? So let me see if we can go back there to the first unit so you know, you can see the different meanings they have depending on the level. Okay, let me try to go there just a moment. Okay, so let me zoom in here. Look, are you an early riser? Okay, so here we have page number 10, vocabulary development, adverbs of degree. Okay, guys, so here, look, adverbs of degree show how weak or strong an adjective is. They come after the verb to be and before the adjective. Like I said before, okay, they always come before the adjective, okay? Also after the verb to be. Example, your roommate is really funny. Some adverbs of degree make adjectives weaker. Okay, weaker is the opposite of stronger. Okay, they are useful when you want to be polite. Okay, example, he's cool, but he's kind of young. So, kind of is something that I use to make an adjective less strong, okay, weaker. I want to live with someone my age. So instead of saying, oh, he's okay, he's cool, but he's too young, that's a little maybe direct. So it's better to say, oh, he's kind of young, okay? The words fairly and pretty are in between weak and strong, okay? So here we have my apartment is fairly clean. So look here, okay? Fairly and pretty. So they are more or less here. They are not exactly very or really, but they are somehow, okay? They are in the middle. So when I say, oh, I'm fairly busy today, I'm, yeah, somehow I'm busy. I have a lot of things to do, but I'm not very busy. I'm fairly busy. Now, the other ones, they minimize, okay, the effect. For example, here we have an explanation for that. When I say my apartment is fairly clean, it's like it's more than a little, but it's not 100%. Okay, let's say it's 70%, 80%. Okay, so my apartment is clean, right? Okay, guys, you get it? Now, the other ones I use, they are minimizers. They are, um, when I say, for example, the rent here is pretty expensive, I'm saying that it's expensive, right? But it's cheaper than most other apartments in this neighborhood. So the more you get here, the stronger you get. Here we have the weaker ones, okay? A bit, a little, kind of, sort of, okay? All right, people. So keep this in mind, all right? I'll try to send you some extra exercises on this. So let me go back to page 147. Let's go there. Okay. All right, people. Yes, Duda. Okay, Duda. David, Via. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, this was the vocabulary. Okay, this topic is part of the vocabulary of Unit 1. Okay, the same as the adjectives to describe people. Okay. Now let's take a look at the grammar. The grammar was very easy, right? Because it was about the verb to be and the verb to have. Okay, so let me zoom in here. So let me highlight be or have. Okay. Okay. Complete the conversation with the correct form of be or have. Use contractions where possible. So do you remember, guys, what contractions are? Yes? Contractions is when I make the verb shorter, okay? Then practice the conversation with a partner. So, okay, let's not do that now. Let's take a look at how we organize these verbs, how we conjugate them, depending on the subject. So here, the first one, excuse me, you here for the
Are.
meetup group? So what's the verb?
Are.
Good, excellent. Are you here for the meetup group? Yes,
Am?
yes, yes, I am. Okay, here, guys, very important. I cannot contract. Okay, I cannot say, for example, yes, I'm. No way. Okay, I can't do that. I have to say the full form. Yes, I am. Okay, in short answers. Remember this. In short answers, we never contract the affirmative form. When the answer is yes, I need to use the full form of the verb. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Yes, I did. Yes, I, whatever. Okay. So now, yes, I am. You too? Oh, yeah, I guess we a little early, huh?
Are.
Mm-hmm. I guess we are a little early. Here, can we contract in the sentence? Is it possible to?
Weird.
We're. I can.
Weird.
So, okay. I guess we're a little early, huh?
Fixe, mas se não é contrair, tá certo do mesmo jeito?
Yes, of course.
Ok.
Okay. Um, yeah, I, Zaid, by the way. Affirmative, but it's a statement. It's not a short answer. It's a statement. So how can I say here?
I am.
I can say I am Zaid, by the way. And here, can I contract?
No.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm.
Yes.
I can. Because here, David, it's not a yes answer, short answer. Okay? Here, look, there is a period here. Look, here it's another sentence. It's not a short answer. It's not like, yes, I am. No. Here, you are introducing yourself. You're saying your name. So here you can contract. So I'm Zaid, by the way. Question.
What's your name?
Can I contract? Yes, I can. Of course, if I don't want to, I can say, oh, what is your name? No problem. But if it's possible to contract, okay. Now answer.
I'm.
Here I can. I'm Takeshi. Okay. Nice to meet you. Here I can contract, guys, because it's not a yes answer. It's information. I'm giving information. Okay. So I'm Takeshi. And now
Is.
it is nice to meet you. Okay. Or I can say it's nice to meet you. Okay. Because he says here, nice to meet you. Oh, it's nice to meet you too. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Now, question. Where
Are
Are
you
you
from?
from?
are you from? Here, can I contract?
No.
No,
Yes. No.
no. Here, no. Okay. Are is only contracted when I have pronouns like personal pronouns like we are, so we're, you are, you're. Okay. Here we have a question and here we have a question pronoun. So here we do not contract, okay, with the verb to be in the form of are. If it's the verb to be in the form of is, then I can contract, but are, no. Okay, now next one.
Am.
I am from Jordan. Okay, can I contract here?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
no problem. I'm from Jordan, but I'm,
Am de novo?
yes, I am a student. Here I can put like this, I am a student, or I can contract, okay? I'm a student, because here we have sentences, statements, and there is a pronoun, okay? I work for a computer company. They new offices here in Hong Kong.
Have.
Are.
Ah, very
Oh,
good thing.
yes. Have.
Now it's have, okay?
Esqueci.
Yeah, they have new offices here in Hong Kong. So this one here, can I contract?
Yes, you can.
No, you
No.
can't. No,
Mas eu já
because
vi já, professora.
yes, but
I've I've
Yes,
used.
yes, sure. But in this case, we are talking about another verb tense, okay? Not the verb to have, meaning possession, okay? The verb have can be used. Have, look, have or has, I use for possession, okay?
Okay.
Example, I have a bicycle. I have a bicycle. This one here, I cannot contract when it means possession, okay?
Okay.
Let's see the third person singular. She has, um, she has a ball, for example, okay? So when I use the verb have as an auxiliary verb, then I can contract. Here, it's not the auxiliary. Here is the main verb, the most important verb. It's the verb that means possession, okay? When I use the verb have as an auxiliary, then I can contract. Example, I have been to New York City. Look at the difference. I have been to New York City. I'm saying that I know New York City. I was there sometime in the past. So I know New York City. I can tell you about New York because I visited New York City sometime in the past. So to use this information to say that I know a place, I visited this place once in my life, I use the verb present in the present perfect. You're going to learn this in the future. So here, the verb have doesn't mean possession. Here, actually, it is only an auxiliary. So the verb really is the verb to be. Okay? This is the verb of the sentence. I'm conjugating the verb to be in the present perfect to say that I know New York, I was there in the past, and I visited New York. But I'm not saying here when I visited. I'm not giving you the information which year I went to New York. When? I'm not saying when. I'm just saying that I was there. But I'm not telling you, sorry, when I was there. Okay, I'm just saying that I was there. I visited New York. So this verb tense is related to the past. It's a past situation. I'm talking about my past experience. So New York, okay, I've been there. I've been there. So here, when you express yourself in this past, then we can abbreviate have, okay, and then we can say like this, I've been to New York. Okay, David.
Okay.
But here, this is a verb tense related to the past. Okay, so it has nothing to do with possession. Okay,
Okay.
so here I cannot contract. Okay, so they have new offices here in Hong Kong. Next one. So you not from Hong Kong?
Are. Um,
Uh-huh. Okay.
yes.
So you are not from Hong Kong? All right. Here, can I contract?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You're not from Hong Kong? Yes, because here it's a question, but I'm not using the question form in the sentence. I'm just showing surprise. When you show surprise and you just want to check information, you just use the statement form, affirmative or negative, and then you put an intonation of question. So, for example, the sentence would be, aren't you from Hong Kong? Usually, when it's a question, we use the verb to be in the beginning, before the subject, right? The natural way would be, aren't you from Hong Kong? But here he's expressing surprise because he's talking to the guy and he thinks, first of all, that the guy is from Hong Kong. So when the guy says that he works for a computer company, they have new offices here in Hong Kong. So he goes, oh, you aren't from Hong Kong, or you're not from Hong Kong. Okay, so I can use that in situations of surprise or when I'm checking information. Okay, so here let me write the question in the way it's usually made. Okay, it would be, aren't you from Hong Kong? Okay, suppose. All right, people. So normally the question would be like this. Aren't you from Hong Kong? But here he's just expressing surprise. So he's just using the negative with a question intonation. So it would be, you aren't from Hong Kong? Okay, could be this way, or you can also say, you are not from Hong Kong, or you can even reduce this part here and make a question the same way. So you're not from Hong Kong, because then you are emphasizing the word not, okay, to show that you are surprised. You're not from
Teacher,
Hong Kong? Yes, David.
can I say, um, are you not from Hong Kong too?
For example, here, let me see. Are you not from Hong Kong? Yes, you can. Are you not from Hong Kong? Usually, David, we put the verb before the subject in a question, okay? So the
Okay.
verb is there. And when I use not here, I'm emphasizing the negative, okay? When I say, oh, are you not from Hong Kong? Oh my God. But the natural way, I mean, grammatically correct would be, I would eliminate this and I would put, this is what we call the negative interrogative, okay? Aren't
Oh,
you from Hong Kong? This is the what we call grammatically acceptable. But of course, you could also say, are you not from Hong Kong? Is also okay, all right? But
okay.
here, he is using a statement form, not a question form, okay? So instead of saying he's going, you're not from Hong Kong, all right? So let me, all right. In this case, I can abbreviate, no problem. Okay, sorry guys, it's super hot here. Now, let's go to the next one. Answer. Sorry.
No, I'm not.
I'm from Tokyo, but I like it here. The people.
Yes.
Ah, ok, eu não me liguei
So
nisso.
here he's saying where he is from. So I, first person. I am from Tokyo. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Because he isn't from Hong Kong. He is from Tokyo, but he works in Hong Kong, right? His company has offices in Hong Kong. So he is from Tokyo. He's Japanese. So he says, "No, I'm from Tokyo, but I like it here." Okay? Here, can I contract? Instead of saying I am, can I contract?
Yes.
Tokyo. The people, look, here we have
Are.
a, okay, very good, Duda. People is plural, so the people are nice, okay? Here, can I contract?
No.
No.
No, okay, very good. Remember, I told you, when I'm using are, I can't contract with regular words, with nouns, or with question pronouns. I can only contract are um, when I'm using a personal pronoun, okay? Like you, okay? Or we, or they, then I can contract. But when I have a noun, no, I can't contract. Okay? People are nice. Yeah, I really like the people too. Do you? Friends here? Look, auxiliary for the simple present. So now I cannot use the verb to be anymore. Look. So,
You have
Have.
okay. Do you have friends here? Okay. And as I told you, when I'm talking about possession, I'm never contracting have, okay? It doesn't contract. So, do you have friends here? Yeah, but I want to meet more people. Me too. That
Seria
why,
isso?
uh-huh, that is why I'm here. Okay, very good. Here we have another statement. It's not a question, it's a statement. And so here, can I contract with demonstrative pronouns? Can I
Yes.
put, okay, perfect. That's why I'm here. So I can contract the verb to be is, right, in situations. Let me put here. I can contract is much more than I can contract are, okay? There are many situations where I can contract the verb to be in the form of is, right? As you saw here, look, question pronouns, what, where, I can use is contracted like this, no problem, okay? Um, with the personal pronoun he, I can say his, she's, right? I can contract in situations like that. What's your name? What's your name? I can contract, no problem. But uh, the other one, are, is not that simple, right? When I use are, I can mostly contract when I use personal pronouns, okay? So I can say that this one here, let me see if I find, okay. Okay, so is, I can contract more than are, okay? So just for you to have an idea that there are more possibilities to contract is than uh, the possibilities to contract are. All right, people. Most of the time, I have to keep are the way it is. Okay. So can I clear my drawings?
Yes.
Good. So these are nice observations, right? These are nice things. So let's see now here. Number 4, correct the errors. Guys, if, for example, we don't finish the review today, we will have one more day, okay? Because then we will have our test on Tuesday next week, okay? Because I want to make sure everybody is okay and clear with all the doubts and all the questions, all right? And I want to make sure I give the 3 units for you, okay? So let's see exercise number 4, still about the grammar, okay? So in this unit, the grammar was verb to be and verb to have, and when we can contract, when we can't, okay? Now here, number 4, let's see if there are mistakes, if there are grammar errors, right? Number 1, the first sentence. Is your sister, have a fun personality? Wow. So there is a problem here. Look, which verb are we conjugating in this question? We are conjugating the verb to have, possessive, right? I mean, it's a possession idea. So do I use the auxiliary verb is, verb to be, as
No.
auxiliary of the verb have in the present? No, right? No way. So which word here is wrong?
O is.
Yes, of course, people. This is totally wrong. All right? I don't use the verb to be to conjugate the other verbs. Okay? No, not in the simple present. Okay? Probably yes, we do that in the continuous forms, like present continuous. I can use the verb to be there, okay, but here, no way. Okay? So which verb should I use here? Which auxiliary should I use here?
Does.
Perfect. Does your sister have a fun personality? Okay, guys. So here we should put the auxiliary does. That's the auxiliary I use to conjugate the verb to have in the simple present or present simple. Okay, I'm using does, but because the subject is your sister is equivalent to she, okay? She. If I'm using another pronoun, I have to be careful, right? If it's I, you, we, or they, then I need to use the auxiliary do, okay? So here, oh, it's so big. Let me minimize here. Yes, 24 is okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, I just put the wrong auxiliary there. Guys, help me out. What is the auxiliary that I use again? Which one do I use here?
Does.
Ah, okay. Thank you, David. Very good. Does your sister have a fun personality? Now, number 2, where is the mistake? Look.
No.
Okay.
No, not, eu acho.
Ah,
I'm not.
so what is the right way?
Don't.
I'm not.
No, this is wrong. Here, listen to me, Leo. I'm conjugating the verb have as possession, okay? I'm saying the negative. I'm saying here that a lot of games on my phone, no, they don't exist. Not on my phone. So this is negative. How do I make the negative in the simple present? I need to use auxiliary, do or does. Here, which auxiliary do I use with I? Do I use do or does? These are the auxiliaries, okay, people? When I'm conjugating the verb have in the present simple, to make questions, to ask questions, and to make negatives, I need to use do or does, all right? So here I have the first person singular. Which one do I use? Do or does?
Do, teacher.
Do. Thank you, Bia. We use do. Now, it's a negative. It's a negative sentence. So I have to put
Don't.
do. Ah, okay. I need to add for negatives, I have to use do plus not. Then it becomes don't. Okay? Let's put the first negative here. Now the second negative. Does plus not. Then it becomes, what is the combination of does plus not?
Doesn't.
Doesn't. Okay? Good. So here, guys, I have a negative sentence. So I need to use do, all right, because I'm using I. But I need to put the word not. So I can say, I do not have a lot of games. I can say that, okay, Leo? But I can't just say, I not. That's not correct. I need to say, do not, okay? Or I can say, I don't, right? I don't have a lot of games. So here, that's the auxiliary I need to use, okay? I don't have. Okay, people. Now, number 3, when you have time to study. Again, I'm conjugating the verb have in the simple present, and it's a question.
Mr. Do.
Ah, do. Okay. The subject is you. Which auxiliary do I use with this subject? Do or does?
Do.
Do. If it's a question, the auxiliary comes before the subject. So here it's missing the auxiliary, right? So
When do
when
you have
do
time to
you,
study?
yeah, when do you have time to study? Okay, so this is what you have to put. When I conjugate, again, when I conjugate the verb to have in the present simple, in the affirmative form, I use have or has. But in questions and negatives, I need to use the auxiliary verbs, okay? Now here,
Isso, uma pergunta.
yes.
Quando a gente fala, por exemplo, do has em uma frase na afirmativa, quando essa frase está na negativa, ele fica have, independente de quem se fala?
Yes, let's see an example, okay? Let me see. Duda has, for example, Duda has the book, okay? Our book, wide angle. Now let's make this sentence negative, okay? Do the. What is the auxiliary that I use to conjugate the verb to have for the third person singular? Do the is the same as she. It's singular.
Hasn't.
So do I use do or does?
Does.
Okay, that's the auxiliary because now it's the negative. Remember, to make the negative, I have to use the auxiliary, or I use the auxiliary do plus not, or I use the auxiliary does plus not. Okay, here I put the affirmative, but now it's the negative. So these are the two forms. Or I say do not, or I say does not. So do the, does
Does.
not. Now I have to put the verb have in the base form because I'm using the auxiliary. So when I use the auxiliary verb, the verb have goes back to normal. So does not have the book. Okay, here, this is the right answer. Duda does not have the book. Now look at the auxiliary. Can I contract? Can I put does and not together? Yes, I
Doesn't.
can. So I'm going to put here does plus the word not. So instead of putting not to become does not, I will minimize here. I will eliminate the vowel O. I will put an apostrophe and then I'll put a T. Okay? So Duda doesn't have the book. All right? So this is how we conjugate the verb to have in the negative for the third person singular. Suppose I'm talking about myself, okay? Simone, the teacher, I will say, I don't, let's put do not, okay? I do not have the book. This is the negative for the first person singular. Here, I can contract. I can put these two together. But is it correct to put like this? No. So I have to contract a little bit more. So I will eliminate O and then put the apostrophe. I don't have the book. Okay? So do the doesn't, I don't. Do the doesn't, I don't. Okay, guys? Two different auxiliary verbs, but look, the same way to write the verb. Do the doesn't have. I don't have. Okay, Dudinha? Okay?
Okay.
All right. So here it's a question. When do you have time to study? So we use the auxiliary do or does for questions and also to make the negative, okay? Questions or negative. But remember, when I use them for negative, I have to put the word not, okay? So here it's a question. So when do you have time to study? Okay. Now number 5, it's a negative. Look, Richard. Ooh, this is very bad. So what is the right way here, guys?
Have.
Have. Okay. So let's correct. All right. Is there any other mistake? Is there any other error? Look.
No, I think so.
Look
Ah,
here.
ok. Eu acho, teacher. Isso, falta o apóstrofe.
Ah, okay. So for the negative, when I contract, I need to use the apostrophe because we eliminated the vowel. Look, I eliminated the vowel O, so I put an apostrophe there, okay? So I say Richard doesn't have an online profile. So let's put the apostrophe. Oops, sorry. It's meaning an apostrophe here. Okay, people. Now, number 5.
Mr. Joe.
Ah, very good, David. Look, again, I'm conjugating the verb have in a question. All right. So if it's a question with have possession, or when I use have, meaning in this case here, it's not really possession, but here it's about eating something, I use have in the place of eat. What do you eat for lunch? I can also say, what do you have for lunch? It's okay, but I need to use the auxiliary, okay? Here, the subject is you. So the auxiliary has to be do, okay? So let's put the auxiliary. What do you have for lunch? Okay. Here, I want to know exactly what you eat for lunch, okay? What do you have for lunch? So another characteristic of the verb have is that I use have for possession, and I can also use have to say that I eat something, to substitute the verb to eat. So let's put here. Or the verb to eat, okay? For example, I have breakfast at 10:45, suppose. I have breakfast at 10:45. So I eat breakfast, okay? Usually with the meals, we use have. So for example, have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner. Okay, guys,
I
I can also use have to say that I eat something individually. For example, a sandwich. Oh, I'm having a sandwich now. And in this case, I can use have in the present continuous, no problem. Suppose I'm eating a sandwich, okay? And then you say, oh, Simone, what are you having? What are you eating, okay? And I say, oh, I'm having a sandwich. All right. So I can also use have when it means to eat. Okay, people, but the same way to conjugate. For questions and for negatives, I have to use the auxiliary do or does, depending on the subject. Okay, people. So please take a picture of this. This is very important. If you can print screen or get a screenshot if you're using your cell phone. And next class, we will do the review of the other 2 units, 2 and 3. Try to do, people, the exercises from unit 1 I posted on Google Classroom. Try to go back to the day when we gave unit 1. I think it's posted there, quite sure. And then you see the exercises. Let me clear my annotations. Can I clear the things I wrote? Yes?
Yes, eu tirei print, eu vou mandar lá no
Okay.
grupo.
Thank you, Leo. So let me clear my drawings. Good. Now let me go back to Google Classroom so I can show you here. For this week, guys, I posted some activities about each unit. So here we have Unit 1 Grammar, Unit 1 Vocabulary. I think, oh no, this was last class. Sorry, guys. Let me correct here. My bad, sorry. It's this one here. look, April 27th today, I post here the review of the first unit and the same for the others. In this review, you have a page with the most important points, grammar and vocabulary. Take a look here, okay? And also, I posted some exercises about Unit 1. Look, a quiz about the verb to have. Okay, this is nice for you to do for next class. And here, look, adverbs of degree, very important. Okay, nice to take a look at this as well. And if you have some time, you can go back to when we posted activities for Unit 1. Okay, I guess it was in January, maybe. Oh yeah, look, Unit 1 grammar. Look, yeah, it was in January. So in January, we were doing January, February, we were doing Unit 1. Take a look at the activities I posted. Okay, here, look. Yeah, I posted the pages of the unit because in the beginning you didn't have the book, remember? So in the beginning, we shared the pages of the book with you. So I think the best idea really is to go to our review, the things that I posted here. That's the best option here. Okay, check out the review and do the online practice from Unit 1 so you can be okay with that unit. And on Thursday, we do Units 2 and 3. Okay, people, so the test has just been postponed. We are going to do the test on Tuesday, next week. You have more time to study. Okay, people. So let's take a picture before we go. I almost forgot. Let's take a picture here. Let me see if I can have everybody in the picture. Okay, let me print screen. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Picture taken. Thank you, people. So I hope to see you again on Thursday. Okay, so we can have the other 2 units. All right. Bye-bye,
Okay.
David. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Leo.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
Bye-bye,
Duda.
teacher.
Bye, Bia. Take care. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye.
dear. See you Thursday.